fellow creepers and things that go bump in the night? Welcome back to yet another episode of Creature of the Night. I am your host, Toxin, of course, your friendly neighborhood sinner. You should know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell to let you know every time I upload so you can keep up to date with me, guys. And please go follow my Instagram, my uncle's Instagram, the board's Instagram, my little brother's YouTube page and their Instagram, and I believe my TikTok is attached as well, all in the description below. So please go show love to that, guys. We love your support and we need your support all that we can get. Now let's kind of jump into this a little bit. This was a film when it first started, you know, rumors leaking out about it. I was actually really excited to check it out. I am a big fan of Jordan Peele. I loved Get Out and I loved Us, so I was really anxious to check this new film out. And I'm speaking, of course, of the 2022 Nope.
Yeah, nah. Run!
Now, what can I say about this film? I guess all I can say is no. Okay, now, yeah, it's real funny, but this is another film that I was waiting for it to come out. Again, I was excited. Jordan Peele, aliens, the actors in it really got me hyped as well, but it really just dropped the ball for me. I'm sorry, like, it took me a while to, I've seen it like 2-3 days ago by the time you're seeing this, and it took me a while to review it because I really didn't know how I was going to go about it. Was I going to treat it like The Bible Man and probably tear it apart, or any other shit film that I thought out there and just tear it apart, or lie through my teeth and actually say I liked it? I haven't done that, by the way, in any of my reviews, but I just really didn't know how to go about it, so I just spent time researching it and trying to get backstory on it, and actually watching other YouTuber reviews on it as well to see what their opinion was, and maybe I got the same thing or maybe I was completely wrong, you know, just to get another perspective. It actually ended up going seeing it twice too, just maybe, you know, the first time it was late at night, maybe I was tired, I don't know, maybe I just didn't give it enough chance. No, it still dropped the ball on it, on majorly for me. Essentially it is about a legacy family who has been in the movie industry for a long time. They do horses, and I guess they provide horses to, you know, Hollywood studios, and they film it, you know, the trainers, the wranglers, and all that. And until the big boss man ends up getting killed by metal flying out of the sky, and afterwards, that's when the son OJ has to take over. Him and his sister, who's very energetic, Kiki, take over the business, but they are failing miserably. They are losing money. They're having to sell the horses, just trying to save the ranch, and that's when they discover that they are plagued by an alien spacecraft coming about, taking horses, wreaking havoc, until it gets to the point where the ship is actually starting to take humans. I guess it's tired of dealing with animals. It starts taking humans, and big spoiler alert, guys, it turns out like the ship is alive, essentially. There is no little green men piloting this this spaceship, or whatever the hell you want to call it. The ship itself is alive, and it just feeds on people. And I'm guessing just like the material, skin, bones, muscle, all that shit, because it ends up just spitting out the metal and the blood that is left over. So I don't know if like World of Worlds type of situation where they're actually using the blood or what situation, but it actually expels it out. So yeah, just majorly, again, the ship being alive, it's kind of making it to where like it's a predator type of situation where this is an alien, and them knowing how to wrangle animals, not looking in its eye, not, you know, not trying to piss it off and assert your dominance and having to kill you, which is what essentially everyone who else died in the film. That's how they did. They were just challenging it, and it was just assert its dominance. And then at the end, it ends up turning into this gigantic net type thing, squid type thing, and they end up choking it with a balloon. The balloon busts, and that's what kills the aliens. It's a really I'm doing a really speedy run through because, again, it was just all over the place. Again, I had to watch other YouTuber videos, so I did see it, and I did get No, I take that back. I really did not get it from the film because if the YouTubers had not said it, I wouldn't have gotten it at all. But it was like one of the underlining meanings was like animal cruelty and in the film industry, such like that. Because there is like a side note where I don't know, I forget his name in the film, but Glenn from The Walking Dead, when he actually owns like a little ranch, like play park type of situation, and he's actually like a kid star, and one of the kids, he's like, it's Gordy or whatever the fuck that show is about a monkey, and they were doing like the monkey's birthday on an episode, and a balloon popped, and essentially the ape went crazy and smashing and killing people, ripping people's face off, but it didn't do it to him because he wasn't really directly looking in his eyes, again asserting the predator type of situation. But I was more interested in that story than I was in the main story, because OJ, the son, him being very like just monotone and just not really engaged into it, even with the big situation when they're trying to lure the spaceship out of the clouds and trying to kill it. Like, he was just so mellowed out. Like, I just really like, he was just boring to watch. And then Kiki being opposite, being very hyper and being all over the place, I really didn't care for her character. It was just too much. She was more annoying than anything. There were some funny parts that, you know, made us chuckle, but overall, even like, it's definitely not a horror. I will say that it's more of a thriller. There's a few parts, you know, a few jump scares, like typical jump scares, but not to sound like tough shit, but they didn't make me jump. My girlfriend jumped, and she had her arm around my arm, and she kind of like tugged me when she jumped. So that reaction made me jump, essentially. So like, I was more scared about what she was doing than what was going on in the film. There were a few times where I was actually dozing off. Even the second time going to watch it, dozing off. I don't know. A lot of people said it's a lot of meanings behind the film. So pinpointing one out is not gonna do it. Like, oh, it's about this. No, it could be about anything. Like, there is no wrong answer with this. If these YouTubers did not lay it out for me, I wouldn't have gotten any of that from this film. Again, just really boring to watch. It gets 2 thumbs downs from me, 0 out of 10. I'm sorry, like, I just don't recommend this film at all. Again, they didn't understand the animal cruelty in it. Again, the backstory on Glenn and his upcoming, how he got the park and how he was a childhood actor, was more interesting to me than anything. But it really did not add to the story. I did have suspicions too, were the aliens controlling that, was controlling the chimp, or was it something totally different? And again, on top of that, where were the animal wranglers on the set? Again, I know it's taking place like back in the day, it's in the past, but like, why were the tranquilizer darts like ready to like neutralize him just in case anything did happen? It just seems like they just let him on set and that was it, like, and he just kind of killed everybody. And then the whole thing about like there was a shoe floating like perfectly up, you know, hopefully you're seeing a picture or a video, or floating up with a blood stain on it, and it was just standing perfectly on his heel. And it goes back to when, I'm gonna keep calling him Glenn, guys, because I don't remember his damn name in the film. But when Glenn says, like, you know, there's like happy, like, you know, accidental miracles or whatever the fuck he says, like, that situation, it just kind of happens. And this, the same as the ship, it's like a little, like, it's an accidental miracle that happened. It's really not, guys. Like, I didn't really care. Like, the shoe confused me. Like, was it something holding it, or did the fucking ape just knock the shit out of the bitch that was wearing it so hard that she fucking just left her shoe in the fucking ground, just standing like that? Like, that's how hard he hit her. Like, it didn't know that the damn body was out of the shoe at the time. Like, it was just really confusing. It was really all over the place. And then them jumping from horse to horse, there's a lot of title scenes where we're saying, okay, now we're talking about Lucky, now we're talking about Ghost, now we're talking about Clover. Those are horses, by the way, if you haven't seen the film yet. But it was really weird. It was all over the place, probably like how my reviews are. It's a lot all over the place, so I can't really probably hate on it too much, but I am. Sorry. Yeah, I can't even say that it was entertaining. The one thing I probably will say that was positive was the cinematography. The shots were incredible. Loved it. Loved how he actually put you in the scene with it, how it was hiding from, you know, the UFO, how it was like creeping around corners and giving you the point of views and all that shit. It was beautiful. It looked beautiful. Other than that, there's not a lot of positive that I can say about the film. It it just let me down. I was really hoping to see the take of Jordan Peele on aliens and, you know, the extraterrestrials, just to see what he could give us. And I guess I did like the idea that the ship would be alive, but then who sent the ship? Is somebody controlling it, or does it have a mind of its own? Is it just strictly territorial and predator like where did it come from? It left me leaving the theaters with a lot more unanswered questions than answered. In fact, like questions that I wanted answers going into it, I ended up leaving with questions that I didn't even know I needed to like ask before going into the film, if that makes sense. Like it was just completely out there. And I've watched several YouTuber videos on it, and a lot of them agree with me. A lot of them do say, you know, like the same thing with the cinematography, because again, it looked fucking beautiful. And then the star, because I do love the cast, the brother and the guy who comes and helps out to try to capture the film of the actual the UFO. I do love that actor well, and of course I love Glenn as well. But everything else, I don't know, man. I don't recommend going to see this. If you go watch it, let me know what you thought about the film. Let me know down in the description below. Let me know what you thought about this review, guys. But I really do not have too much positive to say about this film. More negative than anything. But yeah, guys, let me know what you thought. Again, I'm Toxin. Please share my videos, like, subscribe, and do all that. And yeah, guys, if you're not sinning, you're not having fun. Beware the moon, guys.